Talon at Dorney Park is a B&M inverted roller coaster that stands 135 feet in the air. It has a drop of 120 feet, top speeds of 58 miles per hour, with a little bit over 3,000 feet of track going through four inversions. This is truly the first big roller coaster that you come across when you get inside the park, and it has a really interesting skyline as well, as it is off to the right side, whereas the rest of the park is located off to the left. I had the pleasure to visit Dorney Park very recently, and I got to ride Talon twice, once in the front and once in the back. So I feel like I have a very good sense of what this ride is capable of and what it does. And it opened up in May 5th of 2001, so it's been around for a little over 20 years. Dorney Park, as you probably already know, is located in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and the color scheme is beautiful. It's a really beautiful ride. It has its own little plaza to itself off to the right hand side, past the water park, and it really is just, in my opinion, an undervalued and underlooked B&M Invert. And today, we're going to talk more about this layout and where I rank it amongst other B&M Inverts. Hope you enjoy.
Now get ready. Here we go.
As said previously, Talon is located right at the front of the park. You just walk all the way down to the bumper cars and you keep to your right, and you will come across the plaza, the small plaza for Talon, the Grip of Fear. Talon refers to a claw on a bird that belongs to a bird of prey. Oh my god. The ride's tagline itself being the Grip of Fear, and basically it's almost supposed to be in a way that you are pretty much attached to the claws of a bird of prey, and I think an invert does that really, really well. Now, let's get on to the ride itself and what this ride has to offer. When you enter the ride, you just see track winding all around you. It's almost like they squeeze this ride into this location, but I think it plays really, really well to the idea of a bird. You begin by entering the station after climbing up a couple set of stairs, and you make your way up the lift hill, and it takes you 135 feet into the air. There's a pre-drop before that takes you over to the right-hand side as you dive down into your first inversion, the vertical loop. After this, you then level out into a 0G roll that then drops you down into an immelman. This immelman's pretty good. All the elements here hit pretty well. And then after that, you level out a little bit. You do this turnaround helix kind of thing that goes over the plaza sign. It levels out again before you drop back down. You take a right-hand turn through a corkscrew, which is your last inversion, before taking that very iconic turn that many people get really good photos of right at the front of the park, and then you hit the brake run. One of the most interesting things about Talon that separates it from other B&M inverts that I've ridden is that it's not loud. It's actually really, really quiet. This is accomplished by filling in the hollow parts of the track with sand and gravel, and this is supposedly going to reduce the noise levels in the area. So when I approached Talon for the first time, I was rather shocked that this ride has such a thing, but it turns out that the area surrounding Dorney Park asks that this ride in particular, as well as the other inverts as well, sort of have this exact same thing, therefore making it very, very quiet. And it doesn't do anything involved with the roughness. It's actually very smooth, the ride itself. And because of that, when I rode it for the first time in the back row, I was a little disappointed. It wasn't that intense. But then I rode it in the front row, and this changed my mind about the ride. The ride actually has some really good G's. All the G's were going down my legs, which is something I don't typically get on a B&M invert. But I think that just goes to show how intense this ride is. It's a really, really intense ride. I don't think it's as intense as Batman, but I think for Dorney Park in itself, this is a great, great roller coaster that it desperately needed. And I'm glad that Dorney has something like this in their arsenal. With that being said, that is today's review on Talon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are on Talon, the Grip of Fear at Dorney Park. Leave a comment, subscribe, and always think your write-ups. Have a good day. Bye.
Here we go.